The holidays are filled with wintertime wonder, and the spirit of Christmas is in full swing. Trees, lights, gifts, food, family, all coming together to celebrate a lifelong tradition. And films are no exception. Every year we have those movies we all like to sit down and enjoy and watch with friends and family. It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Vacation, White Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, and so many others. All great timeless films we all love, but one movie has stood above the rest, and some people believe that it is the best Christmas film of all time. That film being A Christmas Story. Originally a short story from an issue of Playboy magazine called In God We Trust and All Others Pay with Cash, written by Gene Shepard in the 60s. It became a feature film titled A Christmas Story in 1983 and was directed by Bob Clark, who directed the original Black Christmas from 1974. The film starred Peter Billingsley as a young, eager Ralphie who has his eyes set on the new Red Ryder BB gun, which everybody tells him that he'll shoot his eye out. We also follow him, his family, around the holidays, and hijinks ensues. The villain of the movie is his neighborhood bully named Scott Farkas, played by Zach Ward. By the end, and the Christmas day comes, and everything goes as planned. The movie is a classic and will continue to be a favorite around the holidays. This movie spawned 4 sequels and a live musical on ABC. It was a surprise announcement that they were making another Christmas story, which kinda got people excited. A Christmas Story Christmas came out in 2022, is not a reboot, however, kind of a direct sequel, bringing the original cast back, Billingsley as Ralphie, now all grown up, married, and a father to 2 kids. We see that he's writing a book, shopping it around at different publishers, while all of them seem disinterested because it's too long. After hearing the news his father passed away, he goes back home and sets out to make this Christmas the best one he's had in years, and bringing back those old memories he used to have as kids, kind of vicariously through his own children. The movie is very much a reunion of the old actors, reprising their role as adults and catching the audience up with their characters. Unfortunately, the old man, as Ralphie called him in the first movie, actor Darren McGavin, passed away in 2006, and the original actress that played Ralphie's mom, Melinda Dillon, retired from acting in 2007 and sadly passed away in January of this year. The movie goes through the motion as a legacy sequel of sorts, and absolutely captures the feel of the original. Ralphie kinda reminds me of Clark Griswold at times. No, he's not a pervy asshole, but he loves the holiday and wants his family to be happy. He's not a perfect character, but you feel sympathy for him, especially if you've been in the situation where money was tight and your kid wants the hot new toy and it's sold out everywhere, and now you gotta drop the people's elbow on some old granny at Walmart for Tickle Me Elmo. It even has a narration by Billingsley. I know it's hard to match the first movie, which is done by the original author, but he has such an adult yet childlike whimsy in the way he's telling the story, and that's kind of the point considering that it's supposed to be Ralphie's recollections of his past by his adult self. He has such a good voice for that, and it sucks you into the story to where it makes you feel more emotional because in the back of your mind you're thinking of all the past Christmases you had with your family and you're remembering those stories and like, oh yeah, I remember doing that, I remember doing that. And that's kind of half of the fun of watching these movies. And that's why I feel like it's so timeless, even though it's practically brand new. The old and new cast are fine. The new actress that plays Ralphie's mom does a good job as well, and also his wife. The old kid actors, all grown up, are fine too. The movie tries to give it that small town feel, like it could be anywhere. Even though the entire movie takes place up north, and the ground is like covered with snow, I think if you grew up in a small town, it feels very festive, and it makes an attempt to elevate that Christmas spirit through like light shows and decorations and everything. And it doesn't matter if the movie's set in Illinois or Elk City, Texas, it feels like a small town that I grew up in. And also, throughout the movie, there's different visions that Ralphie has, and all of them are campy and silly and kind of outrageous, but that was kind of like what the first movie was. I can't forget to mention the Easter eggs from the first movie. It's fun to point them out, and I won't mention any in this video, but I recommend you watch it for yourself to point them out. And also, I legitimately think that it's pretty funny, especially like the caroling scene. Personally, I would have taken the Addams Family approach.
So holly, la 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 la, 'tis the season.
also, the scene involving Scut Farkus was kinda odd. Making the bully from the first movie turn out to be a cop. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be some sort of commentary or something, but the fact that we got the actor to come back for the movie, and it was kind of cool to see him step back into that role, probably for the last time. I have one main negative at the movie, is that they use McGavin's picture from the first movie like that's the only picture they have of him, and it's this one specifically. It's weird they didn't make an effort to use any Photoshop magic or have actors come in to take the pictures and then they Photoshopped them afterwards. And it doesn't make it feel like this is a real family. It makes it feel like they just kind of scrambled to find something pretty quick. Shit, I don't have good Photoshop stuff and I would have done it for free. But that was really my only main nitpick. And the fact that the ending felt kind of rushed. Like, all these bad things happen and then it all kind of goes away like in one scene. But I think it's trying to hit that hour 30-minute mark and it doesn't like overstay its welcome. But I mean, I would recommend this movie to people who are fans of the original, and if you watch them back to back as sort of a duology, if you ignore the 2012 film, you know, if you stack these up against each other, I think really the only ones you need is the OG and the Christmas Story Christmas. I give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I recommend you watch it for yourself. I'm going to put a link in the description below for you to check it out and watch it for your own, and you can enjoy for the holidays. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great new year. Hope 2024 brings you lots of joy and happiness, and you get everything you want for Christmas. God bless you, everybody, and happy holidays.